Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lorraine and this is Lorraine June Projects. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you find this content informational for you. I post videos on all things DIY in your camper, some camping vlogs in our pop-up camper, and today I wanted to show you how I made my curtains, which, I mean, it looks like I didn't make them because I have a package of curtains right here. But these are curtains that I bought at Costco. So anyway, I bought this set of curtains from Costco. So they're blackout curtains, but they're also supposed to reduce noise and help maintain the heat. And so I'm gonna show you guys today how I use these really huge blackout curtains, and these are 104 inches by 84 inches. And so I just took a couple of steps. It literally takes me like 10 minutes to make these, which is amazing. So today I'm going to show you guys how I did it. Now that I have my entire curtain open and out, so my set came with two, which is amazing, and I got them for a really good deal on Costco. If I find them on Amazon, I'll link them, or something like it on Amazon, I'll link it below. If you know me, if you've been watching my videos, you know I don't like to measure. So 2 simple steps for cutting. First of all, we're gonna remove these because we don't need them. I have one that I cut off already. They're pretty, I feel like we can use this for something else later. I'm not gonna lie. So I've been hoarding them, but I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I was kind of thinking of like hanging something off of them. I don't know. If you think of something, leave me a comment down below. Okay, or if you've done this before and you have those and you've done it, you've used them for something, amazing. Leave me a comment down below. All right, so first I'm just gonna cut along this edge here. Really simple, just cut all of this completely off. Next, I'm gonna fold it in half and cut along the line. That's how I measured. So my curtains, I did that and they fit perfectly in the pop-up. So if you have a pop-up like mine, most likely this is gonna be great. Measure before just to make sure, but mine literally sit right at the very bottom, but they're like perfectly situated so they cover the entire section of that window, so no cold air can really get in. I'll show you that in a second. Amazing. So now that we have it all cut, we have 2 different pieces. Cool part about that is that now you have 2 curtains. So one curtain, one side of your panel equals 2 curtains. So that's pretty amazing. And then we're gonna go ahead and sew. So really easy. We don't have to sew anything on this side because it's already done. So simple. So simple. All right, so all I'm gonna do is just to get this side nice and even, I'm just gonna fold it and then pin it along this side so that way it's nice and straight along this edge, because like I said, I don't like to measure. So it's not a pretty cut, so we're gonna fold it and hem it, and then we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Oh no, we're not. So this side is already complete, so we don't have to hem this side, so it's already pretty and nice. So we only have to do it to one side. That's how amazing like getting curtains and using curtains that are already prepared, especially blackout curtains, because they're awesome. But that's how easy this is. We're literally just going to hem one side. Amazing. So I'll show you that right now. So once you have this side all nice and sewn, and if you are like a more precise sewer, you can also, or sewer, seamstress, whatever, you like to make sure that seam is really nice, that edge is really nice, you can fold it and iron it if you prefer to have like a really nice edge. I just don't take the time to do stuff like that. Okay, so the next step, so your curtain is made. Now the next step is how are you going to hang it? Because in pop-up campers, for whatever reason, they have these very specific, I'll just show you. They have these very specific clip things that go into like a rail system, basically. They're not fancy. They're by no means a very, I just don't think they're a very good resource or way to hang things, but here we are. Anyway, so you can actually get these on Amazon, and I'll link that below as well if I can find them. But then you're gonna have to hand stitch those in or glue them using fabric glue. So what I did instead of that, because you all know I like to keep it simple, I cut this off of the previous curtains and I'm just going to sew this on, and I can tell you from experience this works super well. Just make sure that you're sewing it on the right direction. You can tell which side I cut it from, so the top edge is in with this edge. So just make sure that you're sewing this on right and not upside down on accident, because then that would suck. Thankfully I didn't do that, which is super surprising that I didn't do that on any of my curtains. Anyway, then you're gonna wanna pick your edge. So you wanna pick a short side. I'm gonna pick this one. And all we're gonna do is, and so see we have like the long, this is the only thing that's gonna be like a little bit weird is, and you really can't tell, is that one side is gonna have this like longer piece that's hemmed from like the manufacturer. It doesn't bother me, as long as it doesn't bother you, this will work for you. You could also cut that side off and hem it yourself. Then you're going to place your clips onto the edge. So mine are just like a little bit too long, but here's the deal, don't cut it because it has all of this stitching and they're already all sewn in. I didn't cut it, instead I just folded one little section and then made it fit like that. So if you have one little section that's folded over, no big deal, just sew it in like that, and then it's the right length for your curtain. You don't want it to be too short, you don't want it to be too long, you want it to be just right. So just fold a little section over and make it fit. And then we're gonna sew this on. So easy, so easy. So really quick, I just wanted to show you guys it attached. So I have pinned it all the way across, and then somewhere in the middle I just picked a little spot and did a tiny little fold so that it fits nicely along this edge. And now all I'm gonna do is sew across the top. You just wanna make sure that your little plastic doodads are out of the way, and then go from there. And that's it. So I have these sewn in, and you can see that this part is also, I went over this part, so I backstitched, so I went over it and then I backstitched it and then went over again the part that I have like folded in there. But you can see that it fits just right, and no, it doesn't look perfect, but let me tell you, nobody sees this side, and you can have your curtain done in a matter of minutes. It's probably the easiest curtain you're ever gonna sew because the curtain itself is already done. All you have to do is hem one edge and add the clips from the curtain that was previously there. And because every pop-up's a little bit different, I really think this is a great way to like master sewing the curtain for pop-ups, because some of them have these little clips, some of them have like little dangly hook things. Instead of going and hand stitching, I mean, literally that would take hours, or even removing all of these and stitching these in, oh my god, I can't even think. That's not for me. And so if you're here for easy convenience and also DIY and like saving money while doing cute little camper renovations, this is the place for you. And that's it. Curtains are finished. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe if you're looking for more videos like this one. I post every Tuesday at 10 a.m. and most of them are DIY how-tos. Some of them are vlogs of our travels in Washington. Who knows what you're gonna get? No, I'm just kidding. That's pretty much it. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next week. Happy camping, friends. So hopefully it'll be a pretty quick video. Zeus, gosh dang it. Hello and welcome back to my channel. That was weird. Okay. Fold it and then iron it.